Hello everyone, my name is Sonoscore, and welcome to episode 7 of the Weekly App. I know it has been, once again, a long time since I have recorded one of these, but I figured now was the right time. I do want to get back into making these, every week, as that is kind of in the name. But I think the reason why I wanted to kind of start getting back on that train now is because a lot of things have been happening recently. A lot of really, really cool things have been happening recently. And I think it is finally time to, fully go 110%. Because I've been thinking a lot lately about sort of, I guess, just my approach to, the things that I do and kind of how I, approach the things that I make. And I feel like overall, while I have been doing what I thought was a lot, I've realized after talking to a lot of really, really amazing people who give me a lot of advice that there is so much more I could be doing. And I want to do that now. So things like, going back, looking for editors again, going through and just trying new things, really going in depth, analyzing, videos, what's doing well, looking back, seeing what my analytics look like, trying to read into things that I can instead of making, because I feel like what I'm trying to get to at this point is that I feel like I've been making a lot of excuses lately, and I don't really like that. I don't like it at all, to be honest. I think that in terms of my streams, I think they've been getting better and better, and they have been doing better and better. My averages continue to go up pretty rapidly, actually, so I do think that, hitting partner by the end of the year could be possible, but I think that outside of that, there is so much more I could be doing, and even in relation to stream, there's so much more I could be doing. And I think I'm finally prepared to actually, take that action. After talking a lot recently with, or I guess not even after talking recently, just after being exposed recently to a lot of very, very big, I guess, players in the scene, I've kind of realized that, that whole idea of it's gonna be a while before I get my chance, right? I've got plenty of time. That time is kind of running out because a lot of very, very, very big things are on the horizon, and I have no idea if and when things could start popping off. I have no idea, and I need to be prepared for that. I need to make sure that I am ready. Because I think my biggest fear right now is when that pop-off does happen, that I'm not fully prepared. And I think that by doing the things that I plan on doing, and I guess what I want to say is that I feel like for the longest time, I've been constantly going I'm planning on this, or I've been thinking about this. I think it's finally time, or it is finally time to actually take action on all these things. So things like making the merch, actually releasing it, doing things like being a lot more active in planning collaborations ahead of time, reaching out to people that I might not know super well, but being like, hey, you seem really cool. I would love to get to know you. Let me know if you want to hang sometime. And maybe they say yes, maybe they say no. But if they say yes, that's another cool person I get to know. So it's just doing things like that instead of just being like, okay, well, I could probably wait to make this video. I need to learn stuff. The best way to learn things is by making them. So I don't know why I thought for such a long time that I should just, think more about making cool videos instead of just sitting down and actually making them, because I have nothing but time. I don't as much as it is a time crunch in the sense that I need to succeed within an amount of time, otherwise I won't be able to continue doing things full time. I still I don't have another job that I do. This is my job. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, I can be working, and I should be. It's not a matter of I want to overwork myself and then, maybe get pity for it or anything like that. It's just a matter of if I really, really, truly do want to do this, I need to be putting in my absolute all. And I feel like I have not been doing that. And so I think, and I know that now is the time to actually do that. There is no excuse anymore. There's no reason to be like, oh, I don't know enough, or I'm not experienced enough, or I don't have people to ask. I don't have people to talk to. I have everyone to ask. I have everyone to talk to. And it's at the point where I have spent my time, I spent my money, I've spent blood, sweat, and tears to get to where I am right now, and I am going to continue to do that. Like, there is so much more time to be spent, so much more blood to be shed, tears to be had, and like, I am honestly very excited for it. Like, I really do hope that, you know, the enthusiasm that I'm speaking with fully comes across in the video, because I guess that, like, yeah, I'm upset with myself, but I'm also happy that I am upset with myself, because I believe that that means that I will be able to truly commit to this. Like, I've got all the resources now. I've got my personal Discord where I can plan stuff. I've got Poochie, WoW, Yuri working on the 1.5 model. And, like, once all those pieces are together, I just need to be ready. I need to be prepared. So this is like, it's training arc time. It's training arc time. And yeah, I'm very, very excited for it. The people that I've been able to call my friends recently mean the absolute world to me, and they continue to inspire me day after day in order to do these things. And I think that additionally, as of recently, I felt a lot of, like, you know, that imposter syndrome of like, oh, I'm not good enough to, you know, like, talk to these people, or, you know, like, maybe my stuff's doing well just because I'm, like, bad at it or whatever, when it's just like, you know what, maybe I am, and so let's fucking improve. Like that's the thing. Instead of being stuck and sitting there thinking to myself, oh, I wish I could be better at this, let's actually try and become better at it. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do now, and I'm very, very happy about it. And so I've got a list of stuff right now that I've got to do. I have a video to make for Poochie and WoW. I've got examples to send to some new editors. I'm gonna research stuff for YouTube. I've got a doctor's appointment I need to schedule. Like, I'm writing everything down and trying to create an environment for myself to succeed. Because that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Like, out of everything I've learned, like, I was talking to my parents as well recently about this. It's all about just getting into that mindset and understanding, or, God, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but I just know, I no longer think, I know that now is when I need to just, you know, fully commit myself to, you know, doing what I say I love doing, which is content. So, you know, like, if I have the choice, I guess, let me put it this way. Very often I would tell myself, like, I would be sat with the choice of either, you know, play a game, breathe for a little bit, you know, like, relax. And it's still good to do that sometimes, maybe for like an hour or so. But it was either, you know, like, watch videos and, like, quote unquote analyze, or actually sit down and work on my stuff. And for the longest time, I've just been being like, you know, I did pretty good on stream, you know, I can, you know, give myself a break, and then I end up giving myself a break for, like, the rest of the day, for like 6 hours, instead of actually, you know, being active and being able to do stuff. And I feel like I've let my community down in that aspect as well, and, like, I haven't, like, been talking to them as much, and, you know, all that stuff like that. And yeah, I no longer want to feel like I am not doing enough. And now that I know how to do that, now that I know what I need to do, I think that's the way to phrase it. Now that I know what I need to do, I am going to put my 100% into doing it. You guys can probably tell that, like, I'm very, you know, scatterbrained right now. There's a lot of, like, nerves, a lot of things being thought about at once. But I think that that's the best way I can put it, is that now that I know where to look, I know where to find errors, I know who to go to for advice, I know what I need to do to progress, I am fully ready to actually do it. And that excites me a lot. That excites me a lot. Because I think that that has been the greatest thing holding me back is, you know, like the idea of like, oh, I don't know what I need to improve on. I know what I need to improve on now, dude. Like that's like I know now. I know what I need to do. Like I know the methods. I know what process needs to be taken because I've seen the steps. Like it all feels so much clearer now. And that's what excites me. That's what excites me. Like everything feels clear now. It feels direct. Like I feel like I can, you know, I feel like I have a path to take. That like that's been the thing frustrating me is that like I don't know what path to take, what steps to take. I'm just going in blindly. But now that I know what steps to take, I am so fucking ready to take them. Even if it's like stepping over hot coals, right? If it's stepping on eggshells, I'm fine with that. Like I'm willing to go through that because now I know where to go. I know what to do. And that's really cool. And that's really cool. I think that's most of what I have today. I just wanted to talk to you guys about, you know, those sorts of things. And in addition to that, I also want to do a lot more with you guys, you know, my community, making more videos like this, posting more long forms, just overall doing more. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are going to happen, a lot of changes that are going to happen. And I just really hope that you guys, are going to be happy. And I hope that I can still continue to stick with you guys and make stuff that you enjoy. Because, you know, even amidst all this nervousness, even amidst all this, like, because I'm going to be honest, I am both more excited and more scared than I really have ever been because of the fact that, like, in a lot of ways, like, it's not a matter of, like, I don't know if I'll succeed. I know that I will. Because, like I said before, I know the steps that need to be taken. I know the people. I know the work ethic that's required. I know the money that's required. I know the blood, sweat, tears, and time that's required. I know that I can and will succeed. But now it's just a matter of if I will succeed in the way that I want to. Because I think that is the most important thing to me, right? Like, I spoke with Yuchi about this. You know, it was sort of passing joke, but it was like, oh, what if I just, you know, make a bunch of clips of me saying, you know, like, lewd things. And it is just a passing joke because that's just not kind of the person that I am. But it did make me think that even amidst all of this, like, meeting new people, doing new things, and potentially a lot greater, grander things, you know, making merch, I never, ever, ever want to forget where I came from. And I never want to forget this. You know, I never want to forget this sort of time, you know, where I'm just being me. I'm being Sinosquare. I'm being, like, I'm just being me. I'm just being someone who wants to entertain, you know? I just want to play games with people that I care about and make videos that I love. Like, that is still what I want to maintain. And while I do believe that I will maintain that, it is still a scary thing to think about. But one thing that I don't think I will ever let go of, that I know that I won't ever let go of, is going through and seeing the messages and things that people say to me, like all the art that I see, things like that. It makes me imagine the process of making them. How do I explain this? Whenever I see, you know, very sweet messages of people being like, hey, you've helped me out a lot, or when I see art, I like to put myself in the shoes of the person who made that, the person who sent that message. And I like to think back on when I've sent messages like that, or like, you know, tried my hand at making something for a creator that I really cared about. And knowing that I have made someone else feel the emotion that I felt is a feeling that I don't think I will ever be able to describe, and if I do, I will be the greatest writer the world has ever seen. I don't ever want to forget the people who have, you know, made me, the people, all of you who still remain with me, even if it's not every day, even if it's not every hour, even if it's not every video. Like, I said it before, like, after I finished, you know, the latest cover, and that's another thing I want to do. I want to work on more music, but I said it after that in the tweet about it. But like, even if someone hasn't spent that much time watching my content, or even if they watched it like once in the past, said hi, and then left, like, every single one of those actions has led me to this point, and that's something that I'm very, very thankful for. And that's something that I never want to, you know, forsake. I know that after talking to people who do, you know, like, see thousands of viewers and have like all of these hundreds of thousands of subscribers, you know, whatever it might be, it's a different world. And I want to be the type of person, and I will be the type of person where I don't want to forget about, like, I guess the way to put it is that I still want to be able to, like, meet you guys at a convention or something, or think about my community, think about, like, yes, wait, okay, I thought of it. I want to be able to think back on all the things that I make and be happy that I made them, regardless of whether or not they did well. I think that's the way to put it. I want to be happy and proud of the things that I make. I want to never stop doing that. And I feel like for a while I was thinking, like, I have to do one or the other. I have to either be proud of the things I make or make things that succeed. I know I can do both. I know I can do both, man. So it's just a matter of doing it at this point. I have to do everything that I can in order to make this happen. I cannot just let this continue to be some sort of dream, luck-based bullshit. I have to create my own fates. Like, as corny as that is to say, I have to make my own fate, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, God, I love recording these things, because every time I record one of these where it's, like, just me, it's so, like, it's so weird, because, like, I feel scatterbrained, but, like, in the same way, I also feel, like, very calm and relaxed, and it's just, I don't know, it's an interesting thing in my head to think about, you know, being, like, both calm and relaxed, and, you know, all these things. See, that's one thing that I do hope for the future, is that, you know, I become a lot more relaxed in the things that I make. Not that I don't even know. Maybe this is, I don't know. Fuck. This is the thing, dude. Like, there's still so many questions to be at. Like, this is the type of stuff that excites me. Like, there's still so many unknowns, and I'm excited to, like, experience all these things. Like, even if some of them are bad experiences, I just want to experience things, dude. I like experiencing things. I like hearing stories. I like telling stories. I like being able to experience stories being told. Like, I like existing. I like being able to live and being able to be in a world where I can hear people's stories and they can hear mine. It's the fucking coolest thing to me, man. It is the coolest thing ever. And I don't know where my life's going. I don't know what's going on half the time, but I know what I need to do. I know how to do it. And I am going to make the absolute best stuff that I possibly can for you guys. And I am going to change the world in the process. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to hit subscribe. They just started glowing. Whoa! But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, I will see all of you in the next one.